Stephanie Hansen, and I'm gonna show you how to make easy lemon bars. So we're gonna make like a press-in shortbread crust, which I always think is easier than trying to make like pastry or anything like that. So I've melted 2 sticks of butter, and I'm going to go ahead and add sugar. And I've got a 1/2 cup here. I'm gonna add vanilla. I've got 2 teaspoons, a teaspoon of salt, and then I've got 2 1/4 cups of flour, and that's gonna be my crust. Just get that all mixed in. Now I prepared the pan. It's a 9 by 13. And what you do is you line it with parchment paper so that you can press in the crust, but then when you want to cut it into bars, it's easier because you're just going to pull the whole sheet of bars out. And you're just going to press this out. You can take a little flat-sided glass and just go along and kind of press it down, and it gives it a little neater edge. All right, it looks pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the oven for 25 minutes. Okay, they look real delicious. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do what's called docking the crust. And it's just giving it a little air so it doesn't puff up when we put the lemon custard on the top. It smells delicious. It smells like a shortbread cookie. You can see here it started to puff up a bit, and by docking it, it'll keep it from doing that. We're gonna take 2 cups of sugar, and we're gonna mix that with 6 tablespoons of flour, 6 eggs, some lemon zest, and a cup of lemon juice. And we're gonna pour that over our crust and keep them baking. Trying to mix them in the bowl. Get all that mixed in with our sugar. Again, every time I use a lemon, I always use the zest. There is a real lot of flavor in that oil of the skin. All right, getting this all whipped up. This is gonna be the bar part of our mixture. It's got a little bit of flour to stabilize it, but it's mostly sugar and lemon juice and the zest. A little trick for you if you're ever feeling like, I absolutely don't mind the zest, but I don't want any lumps of flour. So now that I've got all those lumps, I'm gonna go ahead and add that back in. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pour this right on top, pop it back in my oven for 25 more minutes for easy lemon bars. All right, our lemon bars have cooled. If you have a bench scraper, it has little notches for inches. So if you wanna make a 2-inch bar, you can kind of guide your knife or make a little pre-cut and then finish cutting it. But I use these a lot to measure when I'm cutting a bar. Before cutting it, we wanna add the powdered sugar. I just use one of these little sifters and just kind of tap, 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 tap. And this just gives it kind of a pretty finish. That is it for our lemon bars. I'm gonna go ahead and cut them, put them on a tray, and serve them to my guests. You can find the recipe for these lemon bars. Also, I've got blondies, I've got a delicious gluten-free brownie. All those recipes you can find at stephaniesdish.com. If you want to follow me on YouTube, subscribe, and then every time I have a recipe, you'll get a notification. You can also find me on Substack, and I have a free newsletter that goes out full of recipes every Wednesday. Thanks for watching.